This manager is looking to get more production out of his hitters.
MLB The Show's in the heart of Texas on a Wednesday night at minute. Colin McHugh will be on the mound for the Stros. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matty, thanks. What you're going to see a lot of from Colin McHugh, a lot of breaking balls. At one point, he threw more breaking balls than anybody in the league. So you're going to see a lot of curveballs. You're going to see a lot of sliders. He has a good fastball that's 89 to 92 miles an hour, has the straight changeup, but he will be exclusively a breaking ball pitcher. He'll throw his curveball and slider any time in a count, and you're going to see a lot of breaking balls in this one from Colin McHugh.
2-0 now.
Hey, get your pitch right up there, huh? Let's go, kid.
Here's a high pop-up. Bird is under it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
All right, boys, let's take a look at how the Yankees are setting up on.
At the plate, Victor Kang, 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
Yeah, guys, the key to hitting in the big leagues is to hit off the heater, and this guy is obviously sitting something else.
The windup and the 0-1. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1.
Wow, how about that? He was tempted to make a swing at that pitch right there. That was way out of the zone, but he just kept his hands back enough.
Taken high and deep to right. Maybe not, as this stays up in the air long enough to be hauled in out there.
Hey, get your pitch and drive.
Ready once again, Victor Kang,
and he's the reigning American League Player of the Month.
Hey, drive that pitch, huh? You go.
Here's the first pitch to him. Pitch out. Nothing doing. Correa, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning.
Hey, like you can right there. Square it up.
Now a chopper to second. This will be a tough turn. Scooped up on to first, and there were 2 down. At the plate, Victor Kang. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here's the first pitch to him. And that sinker misses at the shoe tops. Ball 1. Both teams with 8 hits in this one.
Hey, no one better right here.
Quick check on that tying run at first. And the runner back.
Base hit. Hey, need you right here. Let's go, kid.
There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Gone! A 2-run shot that gives them the lead. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left, and it's now a 1-run ball game.
Well, this guy's been unhittable all year, but eventually you knew somebody would get to him. That's the first home run he's given up all year. But like all good relievers, he has to have a short memory and put it up. Yeah, and the home crowd is loving it as they jumped out in front in the bottom of the 8th, and they did what they had to do in the 9th to seal the deal.
7-4 is the final score in tonight's game. Thursday night baseball on the show from Doug Fister will be on the bump for game 2 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matty, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's really struggled lately. ERA over 9 in his last 3 starts, and he has to do a lot better. This guy isn't that.
Meanwhile here, this is going to be trouble out there in left center, as it ought to be good for extra bases. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out. So quickly into scoring position here following the opposite field double. And as you see on the graphic, he's currently third best on this Astros ball club. Settling in now, Billy Copley, and he'll hit with a chance to push across the game's first run.
Yeah, great RBI opportunity here, but at the very least, he needs to find a way to advance that runner to third. Small things like that in a tight game can make a big difference.
All right, boys, let's take a look at how the Yankees are setting up on defense today. And guys, the things I want you to focus on today, one of them being this manager loves to shift. He has the pitching staff to trust to be able to manipulate his defense to try and get as many outs and play the numbers as much as he can.
McDonough will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning. So coming to the plate, Cesar Hernandez.
Second baseman, Cesar Hernandez.
Let's go, kid. One time right here.
From the belt, the pitch. Popped up. Castro is there, and that retires the side. Digging in, Victor Kang. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Here's a look over to first, and the runner back safely. Here comes the first pitch, and they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Springer, base runner at first with one out. Now a throw over, and he'll get back in safely.
Hey, your pitch right here.
Runner goes for second, fouled away.
Have a wrist like you can. Here you go.
The 1-1 is fastball that misses.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Now the 2-1. Lined hard toward right center. Geyer is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down. Next up for the Stros, Victor Kang. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. He pulls this one into right. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. So that knock keeps the bottom of the 6th inning hot.
He wasn't letting that one go. Jumped on the first pitch right there and drove it into the outfield for a base hit.
Striding in once again, Billy Copley. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far.
Hey, be patient. Get your pitch, huh?
Now a move over to first and a dive, but he's back in. 2 runs, 5 hits, no errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4, and as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
Oh, man, I think this walk is going to grind at him for a bit. He just missed, and now the inning continues with the man in scoring position.
Hey, see it, drive it. See it, drive it.
Ground ball left side. Fielded cleanly. He'll send it on to Castro at second, and the inning is over. Now at the plate, Victor Kang.
And if you didn't know, he was recently awarded the American League Player of the Month award.
Here's the first pitch to him. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Miller is about as stingy as they come in terms of a bullpen arm. He's proven very difficult to hit, and it's a rarer thing still to see multiple hits against him.
Yeah, Matty V, and you wonder why it's so hard to score off of this guy. He's nearly impossible to get 3 or 4 hits in an inning to score a run. He keeps his walks per 9 innings are really down, and you look at his hits per 9 innings pitch, it's no wonder why this guy's one of the top relievers in the game right now.
Look out, a fastball up near his dome, and that'll wake you up a bit.
Not sure if that was a purpose pitch or not, but I liked it. As a pitcher, sometimes you've got to be willing to back the guy off the plate by running something hard inside. You can't just let guys be comfortable standing in the batter's box against you.
Galvis backs up a bit, and he takes charge for the first out.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well, yeah, and they just keep on keeping on. Got a nice little run going here, winning 4 in a row and playing with a lot of confidence. Success is never guaranteed in this game, so you have to appreciate it when it comes.
Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. The Houston Astros rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Doug Fister earns win number 4 on the season. Luis Severino pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. Ken Giles hammers down the save, his 3rd. First open of the year 2000. Gaylord Gilmore, the right-hander from Venezuela, gets the starting nod in this one.
Let's go.
What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, this guy comes into this start, Matt, having lost 2 of his last 3 starts, so you know he wants to get off on the right foot in this one. One of the keys, getting outs early and establishing his off-speed pitch repertoire early on in this one. We'll see if he can do that in this one here today.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Lifted the other way out to left center. McDonough moves over, makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And they are on the board with the sac fly, as this is now a 2-1 game.
Great job there.
Let it fly right
So
here.
stepping in, Victor Kang. He hit a sac fly earlier. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Slapped hard the opposite way, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Pitcher went to the well one too many times. Back-to-back fastballs. Hitter was able to keep his hands through, deliver a nice line drive.
Here's George Springer. It was an RBI triple for him in his first at-bat. The 0-1 pitch. Hit out towards second. Gloved by Castro. Galvis relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. More to come from Houston after this. Now the Astros designated hitter, Victor Kang. He'll look to light a spark under this lineup that hasn't found the scoreboard since back in the first inning.
Yeah, and for me, the story has been the starting pitching they faced. It's been very difficult to rebound and, quite frankly, dominate after getting roughed up a bit in the first inning of a start. So I'll give him a lot of credit for what he's been able to do.
The 1-0. Finds the zone, strike one. The 1-1. Pulled toward right center field. Ellsbury is under it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Now at the plate, Victor Kang. He'll be the one to greet Chapman, who looks to put an end to this one.
Hey, not impossible, but highly improbable. Even when you're at home, to score 3 runs off a closer like this guy, they've got the work cut out for him.
You know, hats off to the pitcher right there. You got a great hitter at the plate. It's early in the count, and he wanted to get ahead. Nice challenge pitch right there.
All right, guys, let's do it. Come on.
And now a pitch on the way. Half swing that time. They'll appeal it down to third. No swing, says Gary Simmons. It's ball 1. And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1 and 2.
You know what, Matty? I think it's so tough for a lefty to stay tucked on that slider, to keep his front shoulder in and be able to recognize it and not get beat with the fastball.
And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
Not sure what he saw in that pitch, but it sure looked tempting. At least he held up. He must have been guessing.
And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
When you're closing, well, he's about as steady as they come at the end of the game as he seals this victory right there. And this one has some extra added meaning. That's career save.
From the oldest stadium in baseball, Fenway Park, MLB Network is on the air. Tonight it's the first of 4 between the American League's Houston Astros and the Boston Red Sox. 2 great hitters lead their teams to battle next on MLB Network. Rex Ratino, a right-handed Georgia native, gets the starting nod. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, you can't always judge a pitcher by the numbers. I know the ERA is into the 4s coming into this start, but he's actually a pretty solid pitcher. And every once in a while, he can throw some decent games in there. It's not easy having an ERA under 4 in baseball. He's slightly over that, but this guy's a better pitcher than that ERA indicates.
Throw by Sandoval is in time, 1 away. Now here's a look at the Astros starting lineup. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, fellas, there's nobody that I'm more excited to watch play than Carlos Correa.
Now at the plate, Victor Kang. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Pitch on the way. And he fouls this one off. 3rd inning, no score to this point.
One time.
Weak chopper up the line. Shaw gloves it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So they breeze through this half of the inning.
Hey, let's go.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Victor Kang. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. First pitch on its way. Hit on the ground down the first baseline.
This is absolutely a huge spot right here. They have to find a way to get something out of this half inning. I don't care if it's 1 run or 2 runs. You have to find a way to at least give yourself a little shot of confidence that you can get back into this one.
Ready with the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Fahey at second. Susak is over at first with 1 away. Line toward right center. And that gets down as he can't get there in time. And the run will score from second here to make this a 5-2 ball game. Here's Jake Marisnick, and they're runners at the corners now. 2 runs, 5 hits. No errors in the ball game for the Astros to this point.
Hey, let's go, big fella.
He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third.
Really impressive pitching right there. Sometimes as a pitcher, you can get frustrated when you make a good pitch and you don't get that call from the umpire. But what does he do? He comes back with a good pitch and gets the strike.
Here's Carlos Correa now. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far.
Right here.
Looking to minimize the damage here. Strike called. Now the throw down. And he is out at second. Caught stealing. Digging in once again, Victor Kang. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. He's set. Here it comes. And it's fouled away.
Drive that pitch now, eh?
The 0-1 delivery. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
Well, as a leadoff man, the team looks for you to get on base any way you can. This isn't the preferred route, at least for him, but hey, they'll take it.
So digging in now, Jake Marisnick. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning.
Hey, get you a good one up there, huh?
And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. 2 left for the Astros. They're down.
Well, this game had its moments, but it got out of hand pretty quick. Always nice when you can coast to a 6-run win. Save your closer for another day and let everyone in on the action.
8-2 tonight's final. The Boston Red Sox get their 20th home win this year. Rex Ratino earns his from the oldest stadium in baseball, Fenway Park. MLB Network is Eduardo Rodriguez is ready to go as he'll be on the hill for Boston. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
This guy's a pretty good pitcher, and I was looking through the stats, and one thing jumped out at me: a sub 1.20 whip coming into this start. That tells me a couple of things. One, he's not afraid to throw strikes, and two, when he does throw strikes, he throws quality, and he still gets people out. It'll be fun to watch this guy work in this one today.
Coming to the plate now, Victor Kang, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Bradley is there, and that's the first out of the inning. Now here's a look at the Astros starting lineup. Mark DeRosa, what's your take on him this afternoon on the road?
You know, Matty, when I look at this lineup at first glance, the fact that they're last in doubles doesn't mean a whole lot to me. But then you got to say to yourself, if they're not driving the ball in the gap, they're certainly not driving it out of the ballpark.
Stepping into the box, Victor Kang. He's got an opportunity here in a bases-loaded situation and seems like the right man for the job.
I'd say so. He's the team leader in RBIs. Time for the right man in the right spot.
Hey, let her rip.
First pitch on its way. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Well, these Red Sox entering play here this afternoon. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, they've been playing some quality baseball. The first 4 games of this homestand, they've taken 3 out of the first 4, looking to capitalize and continue to play good ball today.
You know, Dero, this is...
Now, meanwhile, this ball's going to get through, and that's a base hit. 1 run scores. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's a 2-0 ball game.
You know, Dero, hitting in the leadoff spot, you're not going to get very many opportunities to drive in some runs, but that's a big 2 RBI hit.
Yeah, when you see ducks on the pond, Dan, your eyes light up. I don't care if you're hitting first in the lineup or 8th in the lineup. You grind out in that bat and try and get the runs on the board for your team.
Yeah, but that's a big 2 RBI base hit.
Hey, come on, big dog, get the pitch. Nobody better.
And a big strikeout there as they'll leave a couple of runners on base, and after a good start to the inning, they can't capitalize any further. So 2 runs on just 1 lone hit, 1 error in the inning, and 2 men left on base. We'll go to the bottom. Digging in to try it again, Victor Kang. He drove home 2 with a single in his last plate appearance. First pitch of the at-bat. Missed with a slider.
It's moments like this as a pitcher when you feel the whole world is against you. You're already in hot water with the bases loaded, so it doesn't make life any easier when you're not getting calls that you think you should.
And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
Putting himself in a pretty bad situation now on 2-0 and the bases loaded. He basically doesn't have much of an option but to challenge him right here.
Susak at third. Hernandez on second. Blanco at first. One gone. And a slider on the inside for strike one.
Hey, let her fly up there, huh?
The 2-1. Ground ball to second. This could be two. He's got it to second for one. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
Well, they really didn't have a shot at turning two on the high chopper. They only get one, and that allows the runner from third to score.
Here's Jake Marisnick. 2 men on, 2 away here in the fourth.
Hey, get your pitch. Drive it right there.
Hit on the ground to third. Sandoval fields it cleanly. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. Astros plate one on a couple of hits. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. Houston leads this one 3-1. Here's Hanley Ramirez. Down the line at first. One there. Back to first, and Ramirez is also retired. It's a double play.
That's one of the hardest double plays.
Into the box, Jason Castro. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far.
Jason Castro. Here we go, boys.
0-1, here it comes. Popped high in the air. Kang has a play. 1 out. Striding into the box, Victor Kang. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Ripped down the line. This gets foul. It's 0-1. 0-1 pitch on its way. Hit out towards second. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Victor Kang. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Pulled toward right center field. Betts has a read on it, and that ends the inning. Astros go down 1-2-3. So here's the Boston cleanup hitter, Hanley Ramirez. He's gone hitless to this point.
Not a great game up to this point, but none of that would matter if he could come through right here. A chance to be the hero.
Here's the 2-2 pitch. Big swing here as this is hit hard to the right side. And that's by him down the line in right field toward the corner. And they're going to walk off as winners. They've taken it here in extra innings.
Hey, this game looked like it was going to be one of those wild ones right from the beginning. But when you can win this thing in walk-off fashion, what a way to win a ball game. A walk-off win?
A 1-run finish, 4-3, the final tally today. Rick Porcello earns the victory out of the bullpen, his 5th. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and the rest of our crew. This is Matt Vasgersian, and you've been watching a presentation of MLB Network. See you next time. from the oldest park in baseball. MLB The Show comes your way from Fenway Park in Boston. Today, Game 3 of this 4-game series between the American League's Houston Astros and the Boston Red Sox. Major League Baseball on the Show starts now. Douglas Rodriguez, the southpaw out of the Golden State, gets the call here. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Kind of a strange outing in his last one, Matt. Was able to pitch into the 6th inning, wasn't able to complete the inning. It kind of got away from him in the 6th. It'll be interesting, Matt, to see how he bounces back in this one.
Standing in, Victor Kang. He drove in all 3 of his guys' runs in yesterday's ball game. First offering on its way. And he lays off there 1-0. Well, these Red Sox entering play here this afternoon. They've been playing some pretty good baseball of late as they've won 6 of their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty V. Hey, D-Row, we're looking at a team that's playing some pretty good baseball right now. Through the first 5 games of this homestand, 4-1, and looking for some bigger and better things.
Yeah, we had a chance to sit down before the game after BP with the manager. He was really pleased with the way his team has played in these last 5. Let's see if it continues today.
Now here's a look at the Astros starting lineup. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, fellas, there's nobody that I'm more excited to watch play than Carlos Correa. His batting average is on the rise right now. And if you look at his last 10 games, you know why. He's hitting over 350 in that span. So he's found his groove. He's hitting just about everything right now.
Here's Jed Jerko now. He was 1 for 4 with a 2-bagger in yesterday's game. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. This is line to left. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. A couple of walks, but no damage. D-Row, Dan, and I return to Boston after this. And now the Red Sox DH, Hanley Ramirez. He's set to lead off the home half of the 2nd.
Come on, guys.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Held to first. Kang comes up with it, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Time for a look at the Stros on D. And let's take a look at Carlos Correa. I had an old friend say to me one time, this is what they look like. And this is exactly what it looks like.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Victor Kang, and he's got runners at the corners here with only 1 gone.
Come on.
Now he'll step off the rubber and go to first, and he'll dive back in.
Hey now, Byron.
First delivery to him on the way, and a neck-high fastball that time.
That's a good take on that fastball there. You know he's looking for something up there to drive, but that was just a little above his happy zone. Not everyone has the discipline to hold back on those.
The 1-0. 1 ball, 1 strike to count.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
Fouled off.
Come on now, get
Working for the punch out and the offering. Swing and a miss. A big strikeout, and he's 1 out away from working out of a jam.
Well, their chances of pushing across a run took a pretty good hit after that strikeout. It's so much tougher to score a guy from third with 2 outs.
Coming to the plate now, Mookie Betts. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Ground ball sent back up the middle. To second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 4 to 6 to 3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. We return to Fenway Park after this. Now to the plate, Victor Kang. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Swing and a little tapper. Correa leads off first with one away.
Let's go, Red Sox.
Pitch out.
1-1.
Nothing doing.
See it, drive it like you can.
1-2.
Hey, you got it. No one better. Let's go.
Yeah.
Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball.
Here you go, baby. Find a good
Now a
pitch.
snap move over to first. And he's back easily. And he missed with it up and in to even things at 2-2.
Well, one thing about him, he's an absolute grinder at the plate. You can pretty much count on him battling at the plate every chance he gets.
Let's go, right
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And he held up in time, but it's strike 3 called, and there are 2 down.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case.
Stepping in, Victor Kang. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Drive it like you can. Let's go.
Hey, one pitch right here. Come on.
Now the pitch. Fouled away. Pitch on the way. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. They'll get up and stretch here at Fenway.
Well, as a former pitcher, you know I love these low-scoring games as opposed to those slugfests. This was like a throwback game when home runs weren't so common and pitching was really dominant. No complaints here.
Pitching and defense game 2-1, the final score this afternoon. Houston took into its 2nd century, but still one of the best around. Fenway Park here in Boston. David Price is ready to go as he'll be on the hill for Boston. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's really struggled lately. ERA over 5 in his last 3 starts, so he's going to have to really improve on that one. Too many base runners, too many hits, and too many walks. He needs to get off to a good start and maybe throw up a 0 in the 1st inning.
A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. Throw to first is in time for the 1st out. Now here's a look at the Astros starting lineup. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
You know, they could really use some more production from that guy hitting 8th. He's really struggled to produce runs. No RBI.
Stepping up now, Xander Bogaerts. He's currently 9th in the American League batting race entering play. Is on the ground over to first. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And the recovery's a quick one as he gets his man at first. Good composure that time to record the 1st out of the inning. With that, here's how the hometown Red Sox line up in this one. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, one thing's for sure, they love what Mookie Betts brings to their offense. He's really excelled against right-handed pitching this season, hitting over 300 against.
Here's Hanley Ramirez. He's set to lead off the home half of the 2nd.
Hey, plays the 1. Here we go.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Hit to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Time for a look at the Stros on D. And guys, what I want you to focus on today.
So striding forward now, Victor Kang. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch on its way. Swinging a liner toward the gap in left center. And this is going to get down for extra bases as that'll get 2 and possibly all 3 home. 1 run is scored. And the second run will score as that makes it a 2-0 ball game.
Man, if I was on the mound, I would not let this guy hurt me. He's been tearing the cover off the ball the entire series, and he drives 2 more in right here.
He is definitely a man on a mission, and he's making a huge impact. Here's Jake Marisnick. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far.
Hey, see it, drive it. See it, drive it.
1 and 2, here it comes. Pops this one up, and Sandoval will put this one away for out number 1. Now batting, Carlos Correa. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Come on, guy, get your pitch up there. Hey, like you can up there, huh?
The 2-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Betts has a read on it. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. And they'll extend their lead even further as the runs in to score from third. It's a 3-0 game.
One of the things you want to do as an offense, right, is stay fundamental and keep pushing. A great job there. Sac fly pushes the 3rd run across in this inning.
Here's George Springer, runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
Hey, like you can up there, kid, huh?
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. So they pick up 3 runs on only 2 hits in the inning, 1 error, and 1 man left on. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. The Astros on top, 3-0. Here's Mookie Betts. He popped out in his first trip. Bogarts over at second. Holt is over at first with 1 away.
Hey, let's come through, huh?
Hit hard on the ground towards second. And that'll get by into center field for a base hit. He'll come home with it. But this won't be in time as he's well safe and the run scores. So the base hit there plates their 2nd run of the inning and brings us to our league leaderboard in terms of RBIs. And as you can see there, he currently leads the AL in that department. So the Houston lineup turns over, and to the plate, Victor Kang. He drove in 2 with a double in his last at-bat.
Get your pitch and drive it. Let's go.
First delivery to him on the way. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1.
Let it fly. Let's go right here.
Now here's a line drive, but it's going to go right into the glove of the shortstop Bogarts, as he'll hang on here to record the 2nd out. So striding in, Brock Holt, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. The 3-2 pitch. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Kang battles the sun a bit, but has it for out number 1. Next up for the Red Sox, Hanley Ramirez, 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. A bouncer up the middle. Scooped up to second for one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. The sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh my goodness. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. Standing in, Victor Kang.
Yeah, here we go, big guy. Come on.
Now the first pitch here from Price. Line drive to center field. And this will be taken in without much trouble. It's an easy start to the seventh. 2 gone.
I know they say sometimes that these things even out, but that was a bullet line drive that gets caught. He would have represented the go-ahead run.
Stepping into the box, Victor Kang. And these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort despite the odds.
Yeah, you really do, Matt. Look, they still have a significant hill to climb, but hey, they string a couple of hits together here, and all of a sudden this thing feels doable.
Hey, need you now. Your turn, baby.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And this is taken outside for ball 1.
No doubt, some saves come easier than others, and I know this all too well. They're really making wrapping this thing up a difficult task.
Hey, need you right now. Let's go, kid.
Don't let him score.
The 1-0 home. Count now a ball and a strike.
Ducks on the pond.
And this is swung on and missed. So with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. Now this crowd of 36,000 plus come to their feet.
Hey, good one up there, Ho.
Started to chase there. They'll appeal it down to third, and no swing. It's ball 2.
No one better. Need you right here.
Last strike now for Houston. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Just more of the same from Craig Kimbrell. He comes out of the bullpen and fires a scoreless ninth inning to pick up the save. Business as usual from one of the best in the game.
And this afternoon's game ends 7-3. Both Sox jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. David Price earns his 6th winning decision in this one as he turns in 8 strong innings of work. Craig Kimbrell closes the door for the save, his 14th. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.
The final line score for the